Good morning, everybody. I wanted to take uh, time today to share with you my most important reason why that I'm getting into precious metals, and that is mostly based on the fact that I want to take care of my kids. I want to take care of their future, um, especially my son, and um, just to kind of tell you a story about his situation. My son Jason, I remember, about 14 years ago, my wife and I were excited to uh, have him come into our lives. He he was our only boy. We have a daughter, but and she's 3 years older than him, and so he came along, and we were excited because we were going to have a boy and a girl, and I've always wanted a boy, and so anyway, uh, so 14, 15 years ago, uh, we were uh, we had our son Jason, and that was around the time that he. I'm sorry, that was around the time that we just barely bought a. We got into a new house. Um, Prior to that, we were renting a basement apartment from my um, wife's grandparents, which was a fun experience. We got to know them pretty well, um, but we were ready to move into our own home. We were having our second child. Um, the interesting thing about that is that the house that we bought happened to be the house that is next door to my mom and dad where I grew up, and that house was my grandpa's house. And so my dad approached me and asked me if I would purchase it because my step grandmother, who lived there a few years after my grandpa passed away, she decided she didn't want to be there any longer, and because the properties were connected, my dad really didn't want anyone just to move in there that he didn't know. He wanted family, and so I took up on the offer and we purchased the home. And anyway, so we bought that home only months before um, my son Jason came along, and and so we were excited to, we had a home that we wanted our own home. We got a home we have our two children, and there was a lot of potential for us to make that a great place to live, and so we did. And anyway, so getting back to um, the story about my son. So as he grew up, we started to realize that he struggled in many ways. I mean, at first, the only thing I noticed was he was very easygoing. We could like leave him in a high chair or a swing, and he could just sit there forever, and he didn't mind it at all. And that was really strange compared to how our daughter was, because when my daughter was born, or when my daughter was a baby, she just really wanted to be held and picked up all the time. So when my son came along, it was just completely opposite. He was just fine, just hanging out, So I thought that was kind of nice, but at the same time, it was not normal, which I didn't understand. And then as he got older, he struggled to speak. He couldn't tell us, what he needed. He was really frustrated sometimes when we were trying to help him with something, or get him something to eat. He couldn't really tell us exactly why or what, and so we started to figure out that he was going to struggle, um, at least in academically and things like that. And so we got him started early with, uh, with school and programs to help him, and tutors and things like that. And so, as he got older and older, we started to realize that he's going to be really. not capable of doing things that most people do. Um, and when he was around 7 years old, we were able to take him to get evaluated, and they diagnosed him with autism, which is what we suspected. And so he's about 14 years old now, and ever since he was diagnosed, I've had a lot of uh, thoughts about what his future would be, and um, it's I'm hoping I can be there for most of his life, but I think that's where I'm mostly concerned is that there's a day that will come that me or my wife will not be there for him. He'll have his sister, but I just want to take care of him. He needs a lot of help. He needs someone who cares about him, who will take care of him. Um, so so bringing back the conversation here to precious metals, um, that was my basically that was my um, resolution to this. I think that um, as I pursue collecting precious metals, this is going to help save for his future. And the more involved I get into it, and the more I can find um, great precious coins, unique coins, anything that I can collect over time is going to help contribute towards those funds that will help him one day, that I can set up a a trust and a some kind of a guardianship or something to help him in his future. And that's really why, um, the main reason I'm motivated to do all this. Um, just to see if I can come up with a solution to help him, and that's what I'm working on. And I hope that I hope I can accomplish this. I hope I can get there, and that's what I'm doing. That's my main goal. I mean, I have other reasons why I'm doing this, but the the main reason is I want to take care of my son, and I hope I can do that, and I think I can with the potential that that you can grow a business in this precious metals market. And I've seen a lot of things that I think are going to be very promising, and that's what I'm pursuing. So appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you keep watching more. Um, Read my blogs. You can listen to my podcast as well, and I will keep you updated on my journey. Have a good day.